Center with Miss Rhonda and Mr. Rome since December 12th of 2016. It's been a learning experience, an overwhelming experience, good in a great way. You know, at first I was thinking a 2-hour interview, what would that be about? But it was great because it gave Ron and I time to have a conversation about what I expected, what did she expect, what she kind of watches the interaction between the child and guardian or parent, and probably I'll be calling myself the parent this time. But it was different than going to the usual daycares and they give you the proverbial tour that you know is a lot of times everybody's on their best behavior. So 2 hours you get to know a little bit about her home and the program. Now she is wonderful when it comes to keying in on the special things that a child needs. I love the way they teach. They use science projects. They use, and if anybody is familiar with Montessori, you'll know that it's not the traditional, the typical, which they use what works best for each child. So they get to know your child, and then they structure things around that. I know that my granddaughter has gone through some things with issues with her mom, and over the last couple of years, Rhonda and Jerome have been amazing because they key in on how she's feeling that day, or it's a partnership. It's really a partnership. And if you are interested in getting the best for your child, education, emotional, any kind of help in parenting, it's a wonderful place. Talk, walk, and learn, and it's just that. And they learn the backyard is phenomenal, safe, fenced in, big, beautiful, appropriate toys. They, again, each day is structured, so they learn rules. They learn that life has got rules and how to follow them without being angry. It's a very, very calm place to be. Miss Rhonda's very calm, and I like that. I'm an excitable person. My granddaughter is too. So she's learned that you have to be calm sometimes. But again, it's very special because my granddaughter loves to read now. She's doing great in math, and again, she'll just be turning 4 this weekend. What are some of the other things that I wanted to be sure to mention? Food. Oh yeah. Yes, my granddaughter's very picky, and Miss Rhonda and Mr. Jerome, they accommodate any dietary restrictions. There's no restrictions with my granddaughter, she's just extra picky. But if they're vegetarian and her food is all home cooked, I need to cook that well. I need to get some of her recipes, but my granddaughter is eating salad, and she introduces her to diverse fruit and vegetables, encourages them to try it. And it's, that's important to me because we cannot just subsist on macaroni and cheese. So it's great. Let's see. I did make some notes. Let me see if I can see any of the notes that I didn't. I did want to make sure that I told you about everything that I like. The first day I dropped her off. That was a nerve-wracking for me because I work full-time, so I did go to work that day. And before I even parked my car, I had a text from Miss Rhonda telling me exactly how she was helping Eden to feel comfortable, watching her mannerisms, taking a cue from what my granddaughter was giving her in her body language so that she could, on that level, that child's level, help her to be comfortable. And I got texts from her all day long, and I knew this was the place for her. I had gone from May to December of 16 through 2 nannies and 4 childcare, and some of them well known here in Jackson, and a lot of money. They turned out to me not good. Why were they not good? They didn't pay attention to a child's needs. The child needs to be key. You have to cue in on how they're feeling that day. You can't just ignore and say, oh, they're new, or this or that. Miss Ron is very in tune to watching your child's body language, how their speech, everything. Let me see what else. Again, it's a great partnership. They listen. If I bring up something, I may ask, how do you deal with apologies, which I love because even recently at the park, she was playing and she hit a little boy. And the mother came over and said, your whatever granddaughter, she'd know exactly, child hit my son. I said, oh, okay. So I asked her. She admitted it. And I said, okay, well, we've got to go apologize. And we did. It took them by surprise, totally by surprise, because, nobody has any manners anymore. That's my soapbox, I guess. I can get on that. It's where we have a big demise in our society. Anyway, we went up and my granddaughter apologized and asked if he accepted her apology. And that's important because Miss Rhonda says that's giving them the opportunity to have, control over their emotions and not allow people to take advantage of them. On the flip side, oh, and by the way, the little boy did accept her apology. On the flip side, I asked Miss Rhonda, I say, okay, are you teaching them forgiveness? Because that was important to me. So again, they listen. You don't have to be shy from asking them things. They'll listen, they'll work with you. And she did say yes, that a child that apologized to another child, that child can either accept the apology, doesn't have to accept the apology, or can say, let me think about it. In which Miss Rhonda and Mr. Rohn, they mirror that behavior so that it teaches the children, hey, let me walk away. Let me just walk away and think about this, and then I'll come back to you. And that's the way you handle confrontation or difficulty or differences by learning, accepting, and finally, I think, forgiveness. Let's see. Let me see what else. I think, Miss Rhonda, I have said everything that I want to say. Is there anything you want to ask me? Okay. All right. Well, I wouldn't have it any other way. I encourage parents to come and sit down and visit with you. It's vital to our children to have a place where they can learn not only just books, but manners, rules, have fun, play, courtesy, and the parents be listened to and objectively can introduce new ideas. And I've learned, I'm 62 and I've raised 2 children, but I've learned new parenting methods that have worked from Miss Rhonda, and I appreciate it. Thank you.